everybody, Jason Basson here. Welcome in a new part of your own built synthesizer. This is part 9. There will also be part 10. In part 10 I'm gonna show you something else. But first, things first, we're gonna review with how we built a voltage controlled oscillator, a VCO. It's very simple. What do we need? We need a speaker. Here I have a nice speaker from a very good brand that I took out of a speaker, took out of a case. I bought also this on the internet, very interesting. These are 10 sorts of transistors and it's really a low price. What do we need also? This is a potentiometer that I found, which I used last year. So we're gonna use this one, and we're gonna use from the box this transistor. When you see here the code, it's a BC 337. Collector on the left, base in the center, and emitter on the right, the BC337. Last time we used the transistor, the C945, but we forget about that. Now we have the BC337. So we're gonna now, I'm using test cables. Naturally you must solder the wires onto the contacts, but for going rapidly I'm using these test cables. So what do we have to do? We have the BC337. We attach on each point already the cables. So alright, the red one we're gonna place it here, like this. So, and we're gonna place here a green cable like this, So there, it's already attached to the transistor. What must we see? The transistor, here the white one, that's the collector on the BC337. We must attach this to the negative of the adapter. I have already an adapter here underneath. That must go to the negative of the adapter. So here we have the negative black cable. We're gonna attach the collector to like this. That's the negative port. So negative side, we have done that. Then the red cable, that's the base on the BC337. The red cable, we must attach it to a ground. Let's take this as ground here from the speaker. Here we're gonna attach it onto here. Okay, that's the base. Then the third cable, the green cable, that's the emitter on the BC337. The emitter, that must go to the negative of the speaker, negative side of the speaker. Here we have the two cables, red and black. Negative is black, of course, to the negative of the speaker, like this. Here we have the BC337. Okay, then we're gonna see, we're gonna take the potentiometer. Here is a potentiometer. Take test cables like this. As you can see, that's interesting, on the potentiometer I have soldered here a resistor. That makes that the sound will evolve over a certain time period. So I attach a yellow cable, and on the middle pin I attach a white test cable. Okay, now what must we do now? The left point here, the yellow cable, we must attach that to the positive adapter, to the positive of the adapter. I'm gonna take it. This is the positive side of the adapter, like this. We're gonna do this. So then we have two capacitors also. We need also two capacitors. If you wish, use little values. This is a 4.7 UF, and this is a 10 UF. What must you do then? Here is a black ring, that's the negative side. Here is a black thing, that's also the negative side. So what are we going to do now? We do these two together on one side, so, and on the other side we gonna put them together like this, positive with positive side, negative to negative side. Then the positive side, so that will, in this case, here is the black ring, so negative side, so here the positive side, we must link that to the positive of the speaker. As everything is here in the neighborhood, we can directly so do it on the positive of the speaker. The other side, the negative side, we must link it to the negative of the adapter, the negative side of the adapter. We're gonna do that. The negative side, that's a black thing. So we have still here a white test cable. So from the negative side of the test cable, we gonna do a cable to the negative side of the two capacitors, which are in parallel, are standing in parallel. That means that the value that will increase, it's we must it will be 10 plus 4.7, so 14.7 microfarad will be the result. So we're gonna place this on top of that. So I placed it all together. Now we're gonna, so we have linked now all the necessary things. We're gonna make some contact now. We're gonna put in the battery. Do we have some sound here? I just checked and it's normal, we had no sound. I forgot to link here, that I do, I did do that. The middle element here, I put a test cable on it, but I forgot to link it here to the positive sides of the capacitors. So you must do the middle, from here the middle to the positive sides of the capacitors. That was the link that I was forgotten. You can hear it. This is the oscillator. Our oscillator is working. So in part 10 we will see what we can do now. When we have an oscillator, what are we going to do now? Okay.